Hello everyone, Tina here. I'm back again to share a project with you. We're using a few new items that just arrived over at Simon Says Stamp Shop. This is part of the brand new Beautiful Days release. And this is just a little bit that's in the release, though there's tons more to it. We're going to be creating a card with these two, and then we're going to be using this brand new little gadget that I think you were. I love this. I just think this is fabulous. In fact, I'm going to show you what it is right now. This is a craft pick and a pretty, oops, it actually has a little cover because the point of it, it's not too sharp, but it's perfect for punching out those dies or for getting into detailed areas. It's really pretty. It has Simon's name on it. It's kind of hard to tell. And then on the inside are some beautiful jewels. I just love this. Now, this is the craft pick side, but on the reverse side, you have a little bit of a, it's a jewel tool picker-upper. It's a sequin picker-upper. Let me show you. It picks up sequins beautifully. Oh my goodness. It's a little bit of a tacky knob, even the little ones. It's just a little tacky knob circle, and I love this. When this wears out, I suppose you could probably use it as a craft pick on the reverse side too. But I just think this is the neatest thing ever. And it's really pretty. You know, I love pretty craft tools, and I'm super excited about this. So we're going to be using this on our project. I'm not sure of the official name of this, but I will link it down below for you to check out. I am super excited to try that. As you've seen, it just picks up sequins beautifully. These are the pretty pink Posh sparkling clear sequins. To create our card, we're going to be using this beautiful butterfly. This is the rose-winged butterfly. And what this is super pretty detailed butterfly that has leaves down here, and then there's the roses. And it's a really nice size too. The front of it shows you the exact size. For my sentiment, I haven't tried these, but this is the Everyday Acetate sheets. There's 4 of them in here, and these two are the same, but they're sentiments on acetate. So I thought we would try these on a card. We have a lot to do. I'm going to start not by die cutting, but by stenciling, because I'm going to bring in some texture paste, and I want it to dry. I haven't used texture paste in a while, and so I thought we would break that out today. We're going to be using white cardstock, and I'm going to bring in my Simon Says Stamp Square Dance stencil. I'm just going to tack this down. And then just using 2 different inks. I have Distress Oxide inks. I have Dusty Concord, and I have Mowed Lawn. I'm just going to add a little bit of color up in this corner. So I have just a little bit of that purple ink there, and then I'll bring in my Mowed Lawn, and we're going to go in this bottom corner, kind of overlapping them a bit. I'm going to add a little more purple here. And that's wonderful. I'm going to put away my Oxide inks, and then while my stencil is still on my craft mat, I'm going to bring in my texture paste. This is Ranger's Opaque Matte Texture Paste. And I'm just going to get a little bit on my spatula here. And I'm going to go not all the way down to the corner, but I'm just going to add a little texture paste to my background. I'm hoping this will dry fast. Wonderful. So I didn't go over all of it. I just went over basically the top right and the bottom left. I'm going to remove my stencil. And so we have a little, it's kind of hard to tell, but we have a little bit of texture going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and take this to the sink and wash this with some warm soapy water. And then we're going to do a little bit of die cutting. Now we're going to do a little bit of die cutting now. I have some, this is champagne matte cardstock. Let me show you. This is from Simon Says Stamp. And this is such a pretty gold. The reverse side of it's white. But I thought we'd do the outline of the butterfly with this. So I'll die cut out my butterfly, my rose-winged butterfly with this. And then also with some white cardstock. We're going to do some inlaying, so we'll do that. And then I'm bringing in my PinkFresh Studio stitched scalloped rectangles. I'm going to die cut this out with white cardstock. And then for a little bit of greenery, I know this seems odd. These are fir branches. But I just love the style of these. And I think it would create some real pretty twigs for our card today. So this is what they look like. They're really pretty. I'm going to die cut them out actually with some green, light green cardstock. So 2 butterflies, some twigs, and a frame. And I'll be right back. I finished up my die cutting, and I'm going to use the inside frame, and then you can layer them together. Actually, it creates a real pretty frame. But I'm going to just use the smaller one of the 2 for our card today. We're going to put that aside. Eventually, I'll put foam tape behind that. Now, in the meantime, we have our butterflies, and I tried to keep them inside when I die cut. I did that because we're going to do a little bit of inlaying, so this is really going to help out. I'm going to take some Post-it note tape. Just put it back there so none of the pieces pop out. And then with this one, I do want to pop out all the pieces. And there is our beautiful butterfly. This works so lovely. Now I'm going to bring in some Copic markers to color in our butterfly. It's going to be very easy. These are the markers that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to start with the detail areas of my... No, you know what? Let's go on the outline. The outline, we're going to use these. Taking my lightest, and this is really quick, messy coloring. And I'm going to just color in the entire butterfly wings with my lightest purple here. I'll take my dark tone and we'll do a little flicking motion. Like so. And then I'll take my middle tone and we will just kind of blend it all together. After we have this done, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of my green markers, and very carefully I'm just going to add little dots of green on the leaves. And when I do this, I want to make sure that I'm not overlapping into the other wing part. You don't need to do those, just those. And then I will blend it out with my lightest green And again, I'm just staying in the outline area. I got a little green here. Well, we can use a darker purple. And then for the rose part of our butterfly, I'll take the darkest, which is V17. And I can go over these bottom areas here. And these. And I'm going to go over the butterfly body with my darkest too. Add a little color here. And then that's all the coloring that we need to do. It looks like a little bit of a mess, but when you add the gold right over the top, it covers all that extra area. You see how fast and easy that is? Really nice. I'm going to go ahead and carefully remove my Post-it note tape. And then I'm going to punch out the butterfly. I'm using a heavyweight cardstock too, so this is pretty heavyweight. And keeping all the pieces in here, I'm going to bring in some tape. And I'm going to go over the back here, just securing all these sections in the back. So all of those pieces are not going to pop out. Hot mess. And then you add the gold over the top. Let me show you. And it is so pretty. And then I'll go ahead and tack this right over the top. Need to add a little more glue here. And there is our beautiful butterfly. Kind of fluff up those wings a little bit. I'm going to put this off to the side. And now next I'm bringing in our greenery. And I'm just using the 2 markers that I used for the butterfly. And I'm just going to, since we die cut it on green cardstock, I just want a little bit of a variant in color. So I'm going to messy color over these. We'll add a little more green. And we'll blend them together. Messy coloring is so fun. You don't have to think about it. Okay, I think that's going to work out great. I'm going to go ahead and punch these out. Aren't they just unique looking? I love that. I'm going to go ahead and use my everyday acetate sheet. I'm going to trim it down using my paper trimmer. I'm going to trim down sending hugs. I want a little color behind this, so I'm going to bring back my negative piece. I'm going to trim down a thin strip. A little thinner. I'll take that strip and put it behind my sentiment. I'm hoping you're not going to be able to see it. So, sending hugs is green, and I can turn around and put some foam tape behind here. And our sentiment's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the package. And then we're going to check on our stenciling and our texture paste. Ooh, I think we're good. It dried. It didn't take too long at all to dry. So we got that texture. What you doing, kitty cat? Huh? I'm going to take my frame. I already put foam adhesive behind it. I'll remove the release paper. And we're going to tack this frame over our stenciled area. Wonderful. I'm going to flip around my butterfly. We're going to put some foam, small foam squares. Well, how about one big one right down the middle at a diamond shape. I'm going to tuck one of these on the outside of my frame. I think that looks really nice. I'm going to remove the release paper off of my sentiment. I think that looks really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and flip over my panel. Since we have glue out, I'm just going to add some glue behind here. I'm going to tack that down right in the middle, kind of evenly spacing it. And then I have those sequins on my desk. We're going to reuse those along with our new little gadget. Boy, it sticks really good. This is a nice little gadget. Nice little tool. It sticks really, really well. I'm going to add some glue. Wonderful. Now I'm afraid I might have glue on here, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. Because I don't want glue to stay on there. I want to put my protective cover over the top. Actually both, this one too. And then I'm going to bring in my glossy accents, and I'm going to go over the body of the butterfly with this just to shine it up, since that's a large surface area. When the glossy accents dries on the antenna, it'll help secure those in place also, because didn't get no tape behind there, so that's a good way to adhere those antenna and make sure that they stay. But that finishes my card today. I love that butterfly. It's just stunning. These are a few new items from the brand new Simon Says Stamp Beautiful Days release. I hope you get a chance to check it out. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.